Brandon Adair, Danica Mosher, and Matt Callio are officials, and we're underway here at the Thomas and Mack Center. The Timberwolves, who won 56 games, the big Timberwolves during the regular year, came up shy in the Western Conference Finals. Rob Dillingham's first Summer League shot here in Vegas, California, Utah had one as well, Salt Lake City. These are two teams, this is the first time they're getting out. He's averaging double figures and had come along so much farther on the offensive end than anyone had anticipated, and here he is, a first-round pick in the NBA. Dillingham cut off, 7 to shoot. Little floater from Rob, gets his first.
For Rob Dillingham, he's already got 3 up.
Spoken like a, is it a former shooter or you
gets him in buckets and gets him in waves.
Speaking of a wave, we have a 7-0 run by the Timberwolves right now. Leonard Miller trying to come up with that offensive rebound. The number that stood out to me was 23 times they held an opponent under 100. It's around now a couple of seasons, and you get that kind of mileage logged, you can certainly take advantage here at Summer League. Got signed by Portland on a 2-way deal. You never know who's watching.
And it could also lead to opportunities abroad. There's just so many opportunities now to continue on NBA rosters. Some guys will end up playing overseas.
Shannon hit it to get off to a much better start than Shannon. And here's the blocked dunk attempt. Turns 24 at the end of the month. Played 5 years of college basketball. Nice find underneath and putting it up.
A step forward for him, and I think this would be a good opportunity to show them how hard he has worked since the season ended.
Yeah.
Quarter, good luck. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. Guys, back to you.
All right, George, thanks a lot. George with Jordan Hawkins of the Pelicans, who are down 1 as we open.
That's really where he's going to put most of his focus while he's here. I don't think we have any questions about whether or not he's going to be able to score. But what's going to get him on the floor with our team and with the varsity and a consistent
NBA, and it's a new world out there with the first and the second aprons. It's going to take me a little while to figure all this out.
And one of the reasons was that we didn't have a dynamic rolling playmaker. And so I think our coaches are really excited about even that role. If Karlo Matkovic is able to evolve as quickly as he's showing he has so far, that would be really helpful to us because
he's played as an NBA player. I know it didn't
finish the way you wanted it to in that incredible game that he was having when he went out with that injury.
The G League that they can have on their roster that are cost effective. I think that's going to be as important as ever in today's NBA.
It's a great point, George. And like you got to look at the economics of it all. You can live with the first apron. It's sports out there that Jalen Brunson's taking significantly less money on an extension with the Knicks just to debut. Just 4 for 11 from the field, amplifying your point legs. They, you know, that's the thing when you're the guy here in Summer League, they're looking at you defensively, making a little hard on him today.
Yeah, it's a cool feeling, like for Jordan Hawkins on this team, like you're walking in the locker room for the first practice.
Last year in the 17 games he played with Timberwolves, not as much opportunity, obviously. Rockington in traffic.
Prided myself in not turning the ball over, Kesty. That hurt.
That hurt in many ways. Out for a long time and an extra turnover on the stat sheet. Shannon saw the already been scheduled. And then the top 4 teams, after those 4 games played, will move on to the playoffs as the Timberwolves defense Gets the steal. Here's Shannon with that left hand again.
Great vision that time. 5-6 feet, and his hard push set that entire thing up. He knew where he was going with the basketball the entire time from the second he got it.
Dillingham with the swipe. Doesn't have numbers. Had Shannon trailing, couldn't find the angle. So the turnover, Hawkins couldn't complete it on the other end under some duress. Dillingham catch and shoot. No. Hawkins had 22 double-figure scoring games. 5 times he went over 20 points. That time he can't.
More of a beach tan than a golf tan.
There's the Celtics assistant. We had a chance to talk with him earlier today, and I don't know, maybe just showing my age, but I'm thinking of the back-to-back Final Fours as a member of the Kansas Jayhawks for Mr. Miles. As Dillingham, Messi tried the spin move, couldn't convert there. Now Dillingham missed all. He always denied the accusations and then was found not guilty. He had power that you can bring that no other country can bring that kind of depth.
Now, I believe that Team Canada, if I counted it right, has 10 NBA players on their roster as well, but not top to bottom the level of accomplishment that Team USA has. So it's always a weird dynamic as the sacrifice of the greater good, and that's what you're trying to accomplish in a very short period of time.
Well, Grant Hill did a nice job putting the team together. The head coach, and they got a few more exhibitions to come before they end up in France for the start of the Olympics at the end of the month. 23 points for Terrence Shannon Jr. Played 3 years at Texas Tech, and then a couple of years at Illinois, led them to the. You know, one of the names we haven't mentioned for Minnesota as we talk about carving out some opportunity for time as Dillingham misses the.
Rob Dillingham 未來方向、進步及改善地方：一、投射穩定度提升，下肢能量與力量傳遞需要提升；二、近距離投射把握度提升及更好判斷能力，切入後放籃角度需要更熟練，避免今場多次框都掂唔到嘅情況；三、單防對位能力加強，環兒腳步要更快；四、團體防守意識加強，針對協防判斷上決定。尤其是加入嘅木狼係上季以團體防守突圍。五、弱打控球策動角色，更要提升控球穩定度同傳球選擇。雖然願意分球，但創造團隊機會仍漫漫長路。六、增加對抗性，只得160磅，增磅係需要，攻防都需要。進攻力量上增加，提升投射整體穩定性。防守方面，單薄身形，更易俾人針對。大家又點睇呢？歡迎留言討論。